Hi, this is Kim with Scholarly Pursuitz. So today, remember this summer I spent exploring local communities and local things to do in the area near where I live. So I live in Columbus, Ohio, and one of the places that I walk, pretty frequently, I'd say 3 or 4 times a week, is at this library slash park. So this is Lane Avenue Library, and it's a nice small library that I like to go to because you can have your books from any place in the city transferred to this particular library. It's about 2 or 3 miles from where I live, so I can get here pretty quickly. And it's just a beautiful, quiet, peaceful park. It always brings me joy. And the reason I say that is because there's so many families and people walking their dogs and taking their children for walks. You can see kids playing sports. They have camp, it looks like, in the summer, so you'll see the kids playing in the summer different games with their camp counselors. And I just love to walk here. In this picture, you'll see a soccer goal. So all different levels of kids, boys and girls, play soccer here at Thompson Park. And Thompson Park and the Lane Avenue Library are basically together. One part is the library and the next part is the park. So you're walking along with me. This is a path that I take very frequently each week, and I take this walk. I walk 2 or 3 miles each day, depending on how I feel that particular day and how far I want to walk. And it's just beautiful in the winter and in the summer. And like I said, you'll see there's equipment there for you to stretch on. It's a beautiful walking area and just lots to do. There's a playground. I see parents and kids and families playing pickleball, and I'm going to do a video called Pickleball Dropout because I took pickleball classes and I want to take them again, but I never really completed the classes, so I do want to do that. I used to play tennis, but it seems like pickleball is more my speed now as soon as I finish learning all the rules. But I'm just walking along. This is where the bathrooms are. There's water fountains here. To your left is where they play tennis, and of course to the right is where they play baseball. A lot of the different kids play different sports here. And then I just walk here. I like to just kind of be in nature and gather my thoughts and kind of plan for the day and get some fresh air. And it's just something that's habit for me now. So now I'm going to take you to a little area that I've been walking in this park for so many years, and I had never knew this was here. And I encourage you, when you're out exploring your own city or your own neighborhoods, find things that you just never realized. You're going to have to actually probably get out of the car, get off of the bicycle, and we're going to have to actually walk, folks. And so I was walking with my sister one day, and she said, "Hey, I want to show you something." Now, she had mentioned it before we had walked, but I didn't realize this is what she was talking about. There was some area that she kind of pointed to and asked me if I had been to before. And of course, I was kind of, confident and a little bit arrogant. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I've seen it." Because to be quite honest with you, I've been to this park over the last several years many, many times. And so she brought me back to this little area that you see now. And it looks like a creek or a pond, and this boardwalk or kind of pier looking thing. It looked a little worn. So I was like, "Ooh, is this safe to walk on?" But I walked on it, and it's kind of a little overcast back here, especially as the day gets later. But we came back here, and she showed me something that I had never seen in this park. She had mentioned to me before, but I'd never noticed. And it's like a Saturday morning now, this morning when I'm making this video, about 9:30 in the morning. So hopefully you could hear some of the nature sounds. But I wouldn't say it's beautiful back here, but it's peaceful. And I found myself just standing here, just kind of listening and kind of, being in prayer and just thinking about life. I think when you stop and just are quiet, there's so much around us. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I like music. The TV. There's so much going on around us to talk on the phone. But if you're just quiet, all of a sudden I saw a squirrel pop out. And I just kind of wondered, what is that squirrel up to? What is that squirrel doing for the day? Kind of things like that pop through your mind. But this little area is an oasis here at the Lane Avenue Library that I have been coming to for years and never knew it was here. And so I encourage you to get out of your neighborhood and discover in your city, in your town. Now, I do plan to travel internationally. I'm going to Ireland next year, going to Morocco this year in October. So I believe in international travel. But we spend more time in our neighborhoods. What haven't you seen in your neighborhood that is just interesting, that you can share with others, and that just kind of makes your day a little more fulfilling when you discover it. So I thank my sister Julie for sharing this little oasis here at the campus of this property of this library. It's a beautiful park. It has, as you go along on my tour, you'll see soccer. Kids are always playing soccer. There's kids for camp. Families are playing pickleball. But I appreciate my sister for showing me this part of the park and what a jewel it was. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. And I look forward to talking to you in the future.